Archangel, and my co-host is Christina Leftwich. Hi, Christina.
Hi, everybody.
And we have a
Hi.
beautiful group of people here that are going to learn about an archangel, and then we're going to go into a private meeting and discuss anything that you want to talk about with this angel or angels in general, or just spirituality in general. So we have Jean, Gabby, Tammy, Mary Lou, and Suzanne in the house today. And we may have others that pop in and join with us. And you're welcome to come in as well if you want to be here with us. We're going to be discussing Archangel Haniel, one of my favorite angels. I love Haniel. And there's our Erica. Hello and welcome.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
So as we do every week, Christina is going to bring us some wonderful information about this angel. She's one of my favorite angels. I have to tell you that. The angel of joy is just one that lights you up when you bring her in. And I want to say hello to Hope Marshall and to Carol and Alan and Catherine Kovacs. Hello, everybody that's listening in. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. So I'm going to turn it over to Christina, and then when she's through talking about this angel, we'll ask if you have any questions about what was discussed, and then we'll go into a meditation to get into this angel's energy. So thank you for being here, Christina. I'm so excited and can't wait to hear what you have to share with us.
All righty then. So we'll just jump right on in. The joy in our hearts. Let's go right there right away. Angel Haniel. Haniel is the way that I heard Teri say. I don't know if that's the East Coast in me coming out or what, but Angel Haniel is broken down meaning the joy of God. Quite literally, that is what Haniel means. I've also seen the translation of the grace of God or the glory of God as well. So as you can imagine, with that kind of a namesake like that, Haniel is known as the angel of joy, also known as the angel of intuition, as well as the patron angel of feminine support. Now, we find this angel mentioned in both Jewish lore and sometimes associated with the book of Enoch. Now, we were just discussing what we should be all having in our hands for crystals and colors and stuff. And I'm going to tell you something. This angel's another one that there were such a variety of mentions. People have different thoughts of where this angel is. And so when I start seeing that pattern when I'm doing my own research, that kind of makes me think, well, that angel must just get around all those rays at some point or another. It's a social angel. So some people think that it's this angel works with the white light. I've seen it in the white rays. I've seen it in the blue ray. I've seen it in the green ray. And in some lore, there is a turquoise ray, and that this angel is put in. Now, I found this fascinating because this angel is known for harmony and balance and bringing about harmony and balance. That's one of the things that you can also ask for aid in this angel with. And so when I got to thinking about that and then started reading about the turquoise, turquoise is that perfect balanced color of green and blue mixed together. It feels harmonious. It balances nicely. So I'm not surprised that turquoise would be the color associated. There was also a couple mentions as far as what planetary or celestial bodies are associated. And I saw references to both Venus. Now, and I think that Venus certainly ties in with the lore surrounding being the angel of feminine support, and also the moon. So some crystals to perhaps have on hand would be things like moonstone, Amazonite, which is also known as the Hope Stone, turquoise, anything blue, and certainly that turquoisey. It really resonates with her, or him. As with all angels, they are not gender specific. However, I think because of the ties to some of the more feminine aspects with this angel, you may, and I know for me, it was a very strong feminine energy that came through with her, but to each their own, and they will appear as you need to see them. So let's talk a little bit about what she could help you with. Now, she likes to work with those who are searching for a deeper, more joyful relationship with God or the divine. That means, like, sometimes we haven't always had a harmonious relationship with God. And this angel likes to help us get back to that joy that can be found in the divine. So anyone who's having trouble with that and maybe experiencing some anger, because let's face it, there are some times where we do get angry a little bit with the divine or the set of circumstances and why is this happening? And because of this angel's known help, harmony and balance. Haniel is just all about that. Whether that means like getting in harmony with our own life rhythms, or whether it means climate cycles or weather cycles, seasonal cycles, our own balances or imbalances within our own energy fields. It's surprising. We do talk a lot about the joy, and this angel really does bring joy. But I don't want anybody to be surprised if when they work with this angel, they may experience a good cry and then have a really good laugh, because that's just how this angel, it's a process that you're going through to kind of balance the two. So you may find that there's a good cry, but I'm telling you, allow yourself to let that angel also give you the joy that's sure to follow up with that. Haniel can also help with feminine monthly cycles, so menstruation, any kind of our cycles, like when we go in adolescent, especially female, adolescent going into woman, into postmenopausal, all of that. She can help with that. Intuition. So this angel is also known as the angel of intuition, and it's more about that relationship that can be brought to our divine. And when we really think about what intuition is, that's our inner divine speaking. And so it's our relationship. It really boils down to the exact same thing as what she helps with, our relationship with the divine. Haniel can act as a direct conduit between our 3D human selves and our higher selves and the divine. It's like a lightning rod right there. Another great angel also to work with you with meditation, that third eye, being able to help with that and making that connection with the crown, the higher self, all of that can be helped by her. Haniel, so and in this way, Haniel can also help open our clairs as well as creativity. So I saw in the Encyclopedia of Angels, Spirit Guides, and Ascended Masters that I love this description that Susan Gregg writes about with Haniel, and I don't know of any words that are better. She writes, in an instant, Haniel can change your mood from one of great hopelessness to one of great joy. Haniel reminds us that the divine is the source of all joy, and to stop looking for fulfillment in your circumstances or situation, anything that's outward, but instead you look inward. Because anything outward, let's face it, it can be very fleeting and temporary. Whereas that joy you bring in and have within you, that's always there. And that's going to be stable. That really is of the divine. And the divine only wants what's best for us. So we're going to want to foster that, and asking this angel to help with our relationships with the divine. That's where she excels. So if you are looking for a volunteer opportunity or a life passion or a job that will truly bring you joy, this is another area. Just ask Haniel for help to reveal that, or reveal a way, a path to get to where you want to be, if it's truly going to give you joy in your heart. Haniel also represents the throat chakra. Well, that's another thing. I've seen her all over the place on the charts too when it comes to the chakras. It depends on who you listen to. But as far as the throat chakra goes, Haniel can help us speak our divine truth, our own personal divine truth, and allows us to stand up for ourselves and even take action when we're called to do so. So this can, any form of communication, she will also, in addition to Gabrielle, be able to help you with that. And in specific, that divine truth, and speaking your divine truth, no matter what. So some signs that this angel is around you, or you're working with the angel, is the color turquoise. And that can be in the form of a light, orbs or sparkles or a mist, or you start seeing the color turquoise on everything. And you're like, boy, there's been a lot of turquoise. That could very well be Haniel. A rose, especially if it comes to you in the form of a turquoise one. Now, I don't know if there's actually any turquoise colored roses out there for real. So I'm thinking the color turquoise rose, it might come to you in a meditation to let you know that she's there. But it might come in the form of mists or lasers, who knows? I think what the rose is meant to represent is the beauty of our relationship with the divine. That's what that rose really kind of gets to. Another way that's she might come to you is depicted with a lantern or any source of light. That represents the joy and the power of joy to bring light to any situation, no matter how dark it seems. So really think of I know in art, sometimes she is portrayed with a lantern, but I think if you're looking for your own signs, you might see things. It could be a flashlight or a candle or anything, the moon. So, and that's, I'm going to lead our end with, this is another angel, because she's associated so strongly with the moon. This is a fun angel to work with at any of the main cycles. So if it's our new moon, full moon, or, well, there's waxing and waning, you can play with her in this, because she does help represent that moon energy. And so it's a little bit stronger, and you can see maybe even more clearly when working with her around the moon cycle. So that's all I have, and I'd be happy to take any questions. Teri, please add anything if you'd like to add your own personal experiences. I'd love to hear them.
Well, I love Haniel, and I love that you just brought up about the moon, because yes, that is the big thing that Haniel does, is helps us in each moon phase. And the meditation that I'm going to lead us into, we're going to go to the moon.
Nice.
Or at least
You did not
focus
plan
on the
that.
moon. No, we hadn't talked, so
We
didn't
hardly
know.
ever talk about what one or the other is going to do, and it's always cracks me up when your meditation just is right.
Yeah, exactly. So is there anyone that has a question, or you want to share your experience with this angel? And how many people were already familiar with Haniel? Wow. Yay. Yay. Jean? Yeah, Charlie's
I-
unmuting you.
I would like to know how to spell it. Please.
Sure, it's spelled Haniel.
Oh,
You will-
that's simple.
You will know. You will see about 20 other versions of this name as well,
Oh, okay.
as you will see with a lot of different angels, because it's represented so vastly in different cultures and religions, and so they all have their own kind of spin on the name. Yeah, and remember, the EL at the end of all these angels, all of it all means of God. So that's always helpful.
Yes, yes. And like Christina said, I've always thought of Haniel as the joy of God. That's how I see that angel coming through with just such immense joy. And that's where I hope that you all will go with us in the meditation today. Any other questions or comments before we go into the meditation? Well, let me share. We are going to focus on the.
I noticed
Sorry, Mary Lou.
I noticed that in Christina's seems to be surrounded by that color. I don't know if it's the same color shade, but it looks like it.
It is.
On my iPad, it looks like it's turquoise.
It's turquoise. Yeah.
Very appropriate.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So as we're going to focus on the moon, I just want to share before we go into the meditation, we are in a waning crescent moon currently, and that's what we're going to focus on, is that moon phase. But the other moon phases, when you're experiencing the energy of the full moon, just connect with this angel and just say, I really want to let go. I really want to think about all those things I want to release with that energy. Or if it's the new moon, I want to create, I want to bring to me, and just see how Haniel can help you really figure out what it is to work with that moon energy in your own energy system and bring to mind what it is that you can create and start in that new moon phase. So I love working with Haniel, and anytime that there's a moon ceremony, that's a good thing to do, is to remember to call Haniel in and just ask, what should we do in this ceremony? What can we focus on? So when we go into this ceremony, we're going to be seeing a waning, I say it waning, some people say waning. It's a waning crescent moon, which means it's that silver sliver of a moon, just that little bit that you can see. And the best time to see that moon is early in the morning, just before sunrise. That's when you usually can capture that vision of it up there in the sky, and it's just so beautiful. And I like that just as much as I do the full moon, actually. When I look at that and I see just that little bit of light that's shining up there, it's, how they say little things can be sometimes more powerful than bigger things. I think that's very true with the waning crescent moon, because it's all about surrender. And that's where we're going to go in our meditation. So let's go take that deep breath in. I like to place my hand on my heart because it brings the focus right in there. We're coming from our heart center. Slow down your breath. Just take a big breath in and fill your lungs completely. And then exhale just as slowly. I'm just slowing everything down right now. The world is full of chaos at the moment, so we're taking a few moments just to go into peace, to go into relaxation, to go into communicating with our angelic realm. And as you continue to breathe in slowly and out slowly, I'm going to invite Archangel Haniel to come and be with each one of us. I'm also inviting in Archangel Michael to make this a safe place for us all to focus, to do our work safely in this sacred place. I'm inviting in Archangel Raphael to help us if there's any healing that needs to take place as we figure out what to surrender in these moments. And I'm calling in Archangel Gabriel to bring to mind any messages, any clarity that needs to come forth during this time. And let's do a grounding with Archangel Uriel with your next breath. When you bring it in, just see that breath travel. Watch the energy of it as it goes downward in your body. Feel it as it enters into your root chakra. And now let it go out the bottom of your feet, going down into earth energy, right down to the center of Mother Gaia. And in that center of Mother Gaia, there's a crystalline center. I want you to find a beautiful turquoise or some other blue stone, whatever's calling to you. Just go right to it with your energy and do that connection. I like to watch as the stream of energy that came out the bottom of my feet kind of tie a cord around that stone, because I always find the biggest one I can find. So just go to whichever one's drawing you right now, and however you want to connect to it, just do that now. And then let's bring the energy of that stone back up with you with your next breath. Bring it back up through the bottom of your feet, up your root chakra, into your sacral, your solar plexus, and draw it right into your heart center and let it anchor there. Now with your next breath in, I want you to envision that breath going upward and see it traveling up through the throat chakra, the third eye, the crown, and then on upward to the soul star chakra, which is where you're going to connect with your higher self. And just spend a minute there, just like you did down in the center of earth. Just ask your higher self to fill you with energy, to fill you with that white light coming directly from source. And then see that stream of light coming back down into you through the crown, through the third eye, through the throat, and anchoring into your heart, where you've already pulled up the grounding energy from earth. Just give it a moment for those energies to merge, to bring you to that beautiful place of peace inside. Now just envision that you have walked outside and it's early in the morning. You open the door and you step outside, and there up above you in that night sky is that little silver sliver of a moon. Just really see that right now. Use your visualization and see that moon. Just like it's been painted up there in all of those stars and all the darkness of the sky. And listen as Archangel Haniel speaks to you right now and tells you that it's okay to stay put. It's okay to be exactly where you are. You don't have to travel. You don't have to move. To just be in that energy with this beautiful moon. You don't have to do anything. That's the beauty of surrender. That's the beauty of just being. To not have a feeling of urgency, to not feel like there's something that has to be done. There's nothing to be done. This is what Haniel is teaching right now. In this energy, there's nothing that you have to do, no place you have to be. Just be with your own energy. Just feel that peace. And if there's something that's been on your mind, something that has been worrying you, something that's creating a low vibration in your life, just quiet it down with the energy coming from this moon. Just surrender it. In this moment, with this angel, just bring that up to be surrendered. And when we surrender, it's not a giving up, it's not giving in, it's just acceptance. Just go into acceptance, because when we're accepting, we're not fighting, we're not resisting, we're not trying to row our boat upstream. We're just allowing, in this beautiful moonlight, for our boat to gently go downstream. You don't need oars, you don't need to do a directional row to put it anywhere. It's just going exactly where it needs to go. That's the beauty of surrender. Breathe into your heart center again. Feel that energy that merged together, that beautiful grounding energy, and that energy that came from your higher self, that spiritual energy. And let it bring you to this place of peace, with your attention turned to that crescent moon, that you can just see the outline, just a little of the outline of the moon, but it's shining like a diamond. And it's so powerful when it comes over you and says, it's okay. Whatever it is, it's okay. It's all working perfectly just as it is. There's nothing to be concerned about in this now moment. There's nothing to fret or worry about. Just getting in touch with who you are and allowing every bit of who you are and loving every bit of who you are, loving every experience, letting those moments of laughter come up for you, those moments of just smiling or being in awe of what you're seeing and experiencing. Let all of that float into your mind as you gently let your boat go down the stream, remembering that there's nothing you have to do. You're just allowing, you're just being. And in this state of mind, working with this angel, just ask, how can I bring more of those moments into my life? How can I bring more joy into my heart and into my experiences? And just let Haniel lead you and guide you in your boat and show you how you can do that. Just focus on whatever comes forward for you. Maybe Haniel's opening up a beautiful scenery for you. Maybe you're being guided to a specific place with your boat. Just take a moment of connection with Haniel, knowing that you're safe. And this boat is not going to stop. It's just floating downward. Just relax and breathe in and find the answers that Haniel is showing you. And take another deep breath in and just look around where you are in that boat. See if there's anything familiar or if there's anything that has opened up for you, any words that might have come through. Maybe there's more questions now that you've had that experience with this angel. More questions for you to ponder and explore. That's the beauty of this angel. That's what she does, is opens up your communication with her. You may feel your throat chakra opening up more and more as the energy of Haniel helps you to explore possibilities, to look at potentials in your life. And now as the daylight starts to break and the sun is starting to come up, feel that warmth of the sun on your face. And let's give gratitude. Just giving gratitude to Haniel, thanking her for this experience, thanking God for another day. At daybreak is the best time to start giving your gratitude. So giving gratitude just for being able to breathe. Take that deep breath in and feel it, the energy of it entering your lungs. And just say thank you. Thank you for this breath that I'm able to take. Thank you for my body that I'm able to feel. For my brain that I'm able to think. And for this place that I'm in, that I've given myself permission to take care of me right now, to honor myself in these few moments of communication with the beautiful angels. And let's give gratitude to all the angels that came in to surround us. Archangel Raphael, who might have brought some healing to you with that surrender. To Archangel Michael, who held this as a safe place. To Archangel Gabriel, who opens up our mind for clarity. and to Archangel Uriel, who grounded us into that earth energy and helped you to connect with that crystalline center, to that beautiful energy of the stones that heal, the stones that bring in more powerful energy from spirit. And just gratitude for being where you are right now, right here. And just become more aware of that. Become more aware that you are in this place, in your physical body. Start to feel your fingers and your toes. And take that big breath in and release it back out. And just feel whatever you're feeling. Just feel love right now. How was that for everyone? Anybody want to unmute and just say if you experienced this angel? Mary Lou, I saw you unmute.
I had a wonderful calming experience tonight. And
Good.
you know, you talked about being in a boat, but I was in a river raft. I don't know if everybody has it around the country or the world, but here in our area we have called tubing. And you just there's and you know the water goes downhill in certain areas that they've created this beautiful place for people to go, and you just lay in the tube and you go through nature, you know, all the way. There's trees on both sides and you're in the water, and it's just so calming and relaxing.
Beautiful.
And that was my boat. And I put my hands in and I was rippling the water near me. It was beautiful.
That is so awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And thank you to everyone that watched this and experienced it with us. And we have someone, Finn Eric Granty, who put in a channeling from Haniel. And thank you. Thank you for doing that. That was beautiful. Catherine, Tanya, Stephanie, everyone who joined in with us, thank you for joining us. We are going to go offline and we're going to share some more. And we're going to talk about this experience that we have had and see if there's any other questions or discussion to be held as we go offline. We're here every Monday. Come in and find out which angel we're going to talk about next. And we will see you later. Bye, everybody.